Hi everyone, it's Debbie from Dare to Date, and tonight I want to talk to you about a secret to a lasting good relationship. And it's not what you might think. I don't know if you've heard of the golden rule, where the golden rule says that we treat people how we want to be treated. Well, when it comes to relationships and making people feel loved, the key is to treat them how they want to be treated. Okay, I'll say it again. The key is to treat them how they want to be treated. And I want to tell a story to illustrate that point. I remember talking to a friend of mine who was a guy, and he was telling me the story how when he was married, I think it was his wife's 40th birthday, he surprised her with this amazing trip. And he thought that he'd get brownie points for some time for organising this trip. But in fact, it was quite the opposite. She didn't love his gift, which was devastating for him. But when I asked him some more questions, it turned out that she didn't like traveling and she hated surprises, whereas he loved traveling and he loved surprises. So what he did is he gave her, for that significant birthday, what he wanted to get. He didn't take into account what she would love and what would make her happy. And I want to say, how often do we do that in relationships? And that's often why they don't work so well. And because opposites attract, it's important to be clear about what makes that other person happy. And I'm not sure if you've heard of the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman, but basically he's saying that everyone has got their own unique love language. And he's kind of broken it down in his research to 5, where people need certain things to feel loved. And when we first meet someone in a relationship and you've got all of those chemicals and chemistry going on, it's really not an issue because you're blinded and you're just so in love with the person that you just want to make them happy. Whereas as relationships go on, it's important to be able to do what it takes to make the other person happy. And it's important to know what that is. So Gary Chapman on his website, and I'd recommend you all do it and be really clear about what it is, what your love language is. There is a quiz on there that you can take that you'll know what your primary and secondary love language is. You might even be able to go through the list and recognize what yours is fairly easily. So I recommend that you take that. And even when you meet someone new, find out what theirs is, because when you can talk, if you're talking 2 different languages, you just don't understand each other. Whereas when you're talking to them in their language, it really is a key to lasting love. So I'm going to quickly, this is not going to be a long video tonight, go through what the 5 love language, I'm going tongue-tied, 5 love, I can't even say it, what they are, okay? The first one is words. Now words are important. You know, there is that saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Well, that's not true. Words matter, full stop, and often words can have a long-lasting impact. But for a person whose primary love language is words, what you say matters. Words are really important. They love compliments. Kind words, encouraging words will make all the difference, okay? The next love language is, some people feel loved when you spend quality time. You know, that doesn't mean when you're with them that you're constantly on your phone or you're doing something else. You're actually there and connecting with them. That's how they feel loved. The third one is, some people feel loved when you give them thoughtful gifts. You know, for some people, gifts don't matter at all, whereas other people, it really is a way that they feel loved when you will give them that thoughtful gift. The fourth one is doing things for them. In the book, he calls it acts of service. These people think words are cheap. If you're not backing up your words with action, they're not going to feel loved. And, you know, these people will feel loved when you do something that they want you to. It could be mowing the lawn, doing the dishes, cleaning up the house, looking after the kids. That's how they feel loved. The final one is physical touch. And many men have this as a primary love language. If you're not having sex, they're not going to feel loved. If you're not touching, they're not going to feel loved. So it's important touch, and touch is a universal language. So we've got words, quality time, gifts, doing things, or physical touch. So it's important when you meet someone to speak their language of love and to find out what it is. And it will guarantee that you will have a long-lasting relationship. I mean, I'd like to add that personally, I think all of these things are important for people to feel loved. And there's a time and a place for all of them. But, you know, all of us will have our favourites. Look, for me, I really feel words are important. What people say, compliments, etc., really would make me feel valued and loved. And so I encourage you to go check out the website on the 5 languages of love and start treating someone how they want to be treated. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and it's been really good talking to you. Bye.